Belief is not a fantasy but the starting point to miracles. Win with belief, lose with doubt. What you believe in, you will become. The world will never bow to doubters, it will always belong to those who dare to believe that you can be better, believe that fate can be shaken, and believe that the future can be rewritten. We are not short of opportunities, what we lack is the belief that we deserve opportunities. You must write a new script for yourself, no longer play the role of passively waiting for fate to give, but become a director who controls the rhythm. No one will help you when you are discouraged, but you can carry the whole world on your shoulders when your belief is firm. Belief is not a fantasy, it is an inner energy of, even if the whole world denies me, I choose to stand and move forward. If you are afraid of the future, it is normal, but if you don't move forward because of it, it is not belief, it is surrender. You don't need everyone's approval, you just need not to betray yourself. You only need one reason to persist, not 100 excuses to give up. Tell yourself, from today on, I will no longer explain, compromise, or wait for miracles to appear. I want to be the one who creates miracles. Determination is the armor of faith and the only weapon that is not swallowed by reality. Determination is the last line of defense between you and the world. Life is never gentle, it is sharp and cold, it makes you doubt the meaning of hard work and question the price of persistence. But you must understand, life is never about whether it is easy, but about how strong you want to be. How many people think that all doors are locked when they see the first door closed? They did not fail, they just did not have enough determination to try again. The real determination is that when everyone advises you to give up, you can still grit your teeth and say, I will try again. It's not because you are stupid, but because you know, the price of growth is pain, and you are ready for it. You have to become an existence that people cannot ignore. Not by background, not by luck, but by the toughness of, even if you fall all over, you will never quit the game. Please remember that every moment you want to give up is fate trying to see if you are worthy of the stronger self. You are not lacking opportunities, you are lacking a decision that is ruthless and firm enough. Make this decision today. Don't wait for lies like, I'm free, or I'll be in a better state, to give you reasons. What you need is not the perfect time, but action without hesitation. Action is the only way to break fear and crush mediocrity. Don't wait any longer. Waiting is the most gentle self-destruction. You have been making excuses for your inaction, the time is not ripe yet, I'm not good enough, wait until I'm ready. But do you know? No one will stop the world because of your hesitation. If you want results, you must stop watching and start taking action. If you want to be the one standing on the top of the mountain, you must accept the loneliness at the foot of the mountain and the pain of climbing. Real success never relies on inspiration or emotions, it relies on those activists who grit their teeth and persist every day, and refuse to stop even if they can't see the light. Are you afraid of failure? Well, then you can only stand there and watch others succeed. Are you afraid that others will laugh at you? Then you can only live in the definition of others forever. But if you are willing to take the first step, you will find that all fears are just a paper wall that can be broken with a poke. Yes, you will make mistakes, you will fall, and you will even be beaten by reality. But so what? Your scars are not shame, they are evidence of your journey. Your failure is not a shame, it is the starting point for you to stand up. What is really terrible is not falling, but that you have the power but choose to quietly accept mediocrity. Get moving. It is not waiting for you to start, but after you start, you will be ready. Breakthrough is the process of tearing impossible into pieces. Breakthrough is not an instantaneous burst, but the accumulation of countless, not giving up. The dazzling life you see is not talent, not luck, but the crazy persistence of others rest, I continue, others doubt my action. You will feel tired, you will feel depressed, and you will feel that everything seems meaningless. But please remember, you are not fighting for the present, but for the future. Stop asking yourself, how long will I last, and ask yourself, how long do I want to be trapped? Breakthrough is not about waiting, but about hitting the iron wall of fate with action. It is you who tell fate again and again, I will not stop. No matter how low your starting point is now, no matter how scarce the resources around you are, as long as you dare to fight, fate cannot ignore you. Don't underestimate every tiny progress. That is the bricks and stones of your breakthrough, and the ladder you built with blood and sweat. Every morning when you choose to get up early, every late night when you refuse temptation, every moment when you obviously insist on training even though you are exhausted to the limit, you are accumulating energy for breakthrough. You are not a failure, you are just on the road. Tell yourself I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, and no longer doubt myself. I want to stand up, I want to shine, and I want to be the one who can say to the world, if you don't accept it, come and fight. Self-discipline is the hidden engine behind success. You are not good enough, but your behavior is not worthy of your ambition. Dreams are not shouted out, but carved out by repeated actions every day. Do you want wealth? Do you want freedom? Want to be the best in the industry? Then you must do more than 99% of people, endure longer, control yourself, and endure desires. Self-discipline is not a shackle, it is a path to freedom. Laziness gives you short-term happiness, self-discipline gives you continuous glory. The more you control your desires, the more capable you are of controlling your own destiny. When others are still asleep, you have completed training. When others are watching TV shows for entertainment, you are studying skills. When others say, it's almost okay, you are saying, you can improve a little more. This difference is not seen in a week or a month, but after 3 or 5 years, there will be an unbridgeable gap. This is the watershed between the comfort of the mediocre and the self-discipline of the strong. You are not an ordinary person, you are just used to the laziness of ordinary people. Change this habit, starting from today, from this second. Don't procrastinate, don't let yourself go. The sooner you establish a self-discipline system, the sooner you can control your life in your own hands. Goals are not fantasies, but your commitment to your future. Setting goals is not to make you anxious, but to awaken your dormant potential. You should not be busy just to complete trivial tasks every day, but should set a direction for yourself, a goal that makes you sober and crazy. Goals are the bridge between you and the future. Without goals, you can only go around in circles. With goals, every decision, every persistence, and every drop of sweat of yours will have the weight of meaning. Don't be afraid of too big goals, don't be afraid of others laughing at you. What you should be afraid of is that you know you can be better, but you never dare to try. Write down your goals, split the plans, and make specific arrangements for each week and every day. Don't think about the future in your mind, build the future in action. Your life is not shaped by inspiration, but carved out by systematic, structured and goal-oriented self-management. Even if you have nothing now, as long as you have a firm goal and are willing to work for it every day, then you are closer to the moment of change than 99% of people. Start writing down that goal today. It is not the vague, I want to be better, but the clear, I want to achieve financial freedom within 3 years, I want to be promoted to management within a year, I want to reduce my body fat percentage by 10% within half a year. The more specific the goal, the more direction the action has. There is no vague victory, only a precise path. The ability to withstand pressure is the real watershed of the strong. Life is never short of pressure, what is lacking is your ability to withstand pressure. Pressure is never a reason for you to stop, but a catalyst for your evolution. The real strong is not that they have never been crushed, but that they can stand up and continue to walk after being crushed. Pressure will not kill you, but escape will. The more you escape, the more pressure will chase you. The more you face it, the smaller it will be. Please remember, everything you are enduring now is not to make you collapse, but to make you break out of the cocoon and become a butterfly. How much pain you can bear, how much glory you can have. If you are willing to bear it for 1 more second, you will win 1 more foot than others. Training your ability to withstand pressure is not waiting for things to become simple, but to make yourself stronger. If you want to be a person who is admired and makes fate give way, you must accept the injustice of life and the trials of adversity. This is the price, but it is worth it. Every time you don't fall, you have an extra layer of psychological armor. Every time you hold on, you are 1 step closer to your goal. Don't envy those who look glamorous on the surface, their ability to withstand pressure is the competitiveness you can't see. Personal growth is your biggest counterattack against the world. You don't need to wait for the right time and place, you just need to keep growing. Your knowledge structure, your cognitive height, your emotional control, your learning speed, these are the variables that really determine how far you can go. Growth has never been, I will study if I have time, but I will make progress no matter how busy I am. You read an extra hour a day, learn a new skill a week, complete a challenge a month. All of this may seem small, but after a few years, it will make you the person who seems to have exploded overnight. No one really becomes famous overnight, they just grow for too long when you don't see it. You can become that person, as long as you start from today and refuse to stand still. Growth is not only the advancement of skills, but also the evolution of thinking. You must change the way you look at failure, change your logic of pressure, challenges, and self-evaluation. The sign of growth is that you begin to be honest with yourself, no longer procrastinate by self-deception, no longer be kidnapped by emotions, and no longer make excuses because of the external environment. You don't need to be a perfect person, but you must become a progressive person. Ignite the inner motivation and no longer need external recognition. The real motivation is never others expect you to succeed, but you desire to change your destiny. When you really desire something, you no longer need encouragement from others, nor will you care about other people's eyes. You just want to move forward, even if you crawl on your knees step by step. You don't need more praise, what you need is a cry from the bottom of your heart again and again. I want to win. I can't go on like this, I must act now. If you are still looking for reasons to stick to it, then remember this, if you don't change, you will still be the same person you are now in 5 years, or even worse. What you want is change, not the fantasy that moves you. What you want is results, not self-pity full of excuses. Ignite your inner drive, find meaning from goals, values, and visions, not asking, do I want to, but asking, how much time do I have left to waste? The world is never short of opportunities, but the burning feeling of, I am not willing to live like this anyway. When you find that flame, you have an unshakable power. Only by controlling time can you be qualified to control life. Time is the fairest battlefield. You and I have it every day, the same 24 hours, the difference is, do you let time be led by life, or do you lead time to change your destiny? No one really has no time, only has no priority. Every minute you watch videos, gossip, and chat nonsense, you push your success further with your own hands. Time management has never been a tool problem, but a value choice problem. Where you spend your time, your future will grow. Truly excellent people have long used time as a weapon, not a comfort. Getting up early is not a habit, but a belief. Writing a plan is not a ritual, but a battle. Refusing ineffective social interaction is not loneliness, but a strategy. You are not wasting time, but wasting the opportunity to change your destiny. Building a time system is not just about writing to-dos list, but deeply realize, you are an entrepreneur, your product is your own life, and time is your first capital. From today, give every hour a task, don't let it idle. Refuse those energy-consuming but unproductive tasks and delete them. Set aside 1 hour every day for long-term projects, not trivial matters in front of you. Learn to delay gratification, don't exchange short-term happiness for long-term regret. Time waits for no one, and procrastination will not bring freedom. The more you can control time, the more you can control your destiny. The real difference between ordinary people and winners is the thinking system. What do you think you lack? Resources, background, connections, luck? No, what you lack is thinking system. Winners are not born smart, but they know how to think, how to judge, and how to plan. When others are still, should I do it? They have already asked themselves, which way should I do it faster, more fiercely, and more persistently? They have a clear system. Goal setting system. They know their goals for 5 years, 3 years, and 1 year, and execute them backwards. Reflection system. Review yourself every day, find problems and optimize. Input system. They continue to read, learn deeply, and constantly build new cognition. Action system. Run in small steps, test quickly, and don't wait for perfection before starting. You can also have all of this, but the premise is that you have to admit, you can't go far by relying on emotions, inspiration, and passion. Real growth is not doing a lot, but building a system and doing the right thing thousands of times. Stop saying, I do things by intuition. That is the self-consolation of inefficient people. Efficient people rely on system operation, regularity breakthroughs, and decision-making models to defeat chaos. You are not stupid, but you have not used your intelligence to build your own life structure. From today, treat yourself as a corporate CEO and start building your personal human operating system. To break the barriers of fate, you need a real counterattack. Many people seem to be alive, but in fact they have long given up the direction of life. They are used to complaining, used to almost, and used to bowing to fate. They forget that you came to this world not to repeat the failure mode of others. You are here to break barriers and reconstruct your destiny. The reason why you are in pain is not because of the cruel reality, but because you know that you could have been better, but you never got out of it. What you should have is not mediocre obedience, but a counterattack with fire. Where to start? Start from the place you are most reluctant to face. Start from the goal you avoid every day. Start from the plan you have never completed. Start from the task you are afraid of when you think about it. What you are afraid of is what you should break through. You are not a loser, you just haven't really started yet. At the moment of starting, there is no need for a big scene, only a firm internal declaration. I'm tired of such days, I will never waste my talents again, I want to live a life that makes me proud. If you feel angry, excited, sad, or scared right now, great, this is your trigger point. Destiny never listens to your explanations, it only cares whether you really change. Make change a norm and success a byproduct. The reason many people fail is not because they do too little, but because they do it too short. Change is not a one-time decision, but a switch in daily habits. What you choose every day is the label that truly defines who you are. If you can, persevere for one more day every day minutes, complete one more task, read one more page, say no to procrastination one more time, then half a year later, you will be completely different from the past. The key to growth is to make those difficult choices your new normal. Don't rely on, I will work hard today because I am in a good state. People who really change don't look at the state, but only at the action. The state is an excuse, and the action is the truth. Once you turn growth into a lifestyle, success is a natural byproduct. Success is not a goal, success is the fruit of your correct lifestyle. You are not here to adapt to the world, you are here to create the world. They say, you should be more realistic, don't be too persistent, you are already very good. But do you know, these words are not care, but poison. If you believe it, then your life will really only be okay. You are not here to compromise, you are here to change the situation. Every great cause in the world is created by those who are disobedient and disobedient. They don't accept the life of, just let it be, and they don't believe in the fate of, this is fate. They dare to be angry, dare to rush, and dare to do. They are not fearless, but they know well enough, even if there is fear, they can't stop. Your life is never used to be arranged, but to open up the territory yourself. From this moment on, tell yourself one sentence, I am not here to adapt to the world, I am here to create the world. The ultimate breakthrough starts from your choice at this moment. All awakenings begin in a moment. It is not the moment when you earn the first pot of gold, get a promotion and salary increase, or are recognized by someone, but the moment you decide not to forgive yourself anymore. You decide, no longer to make excuses for mediocrity, no longer use, take it slow, to delay change, and no longer put the future in the hands of others. Destiny is not waiting, but fighting, carrying pressure, overcoming fear, enduring the night, and fighting inch by inch. When you start to grit your teeth and persist, when you are willing to bear the fatigue and not let go, you are no longer the you of the past. You are passing through the old self and moving towards a new life. You must know that every firm step you take will build a cornerstone for you in the future. Every bit of the present is a heavyweight chip for your future. Don't be afraid to walk slowly, as long as you don't stand still. Don't wait for opportunities to appear, but be the one who creates opportunities. From now on, shut up, open your eyes, roll up your sleeves, and go into the battlefield. To plan, to execute, to overthrow the old self, to build a new self. Use faith to drive determination, use determination to cast actions, and use actions to exchange for a complete transformation. Destiny only understands one language: firm action. You don't need to be a person without fear, you just need to be a person who no longer escapes from fear. You don't need to be a genius, you just need to do something that others are unwilling to do every day, persist a little longer and more ruthlessly than others. When you defeat old habits in a week, open up the gap in a month, and reshape your life in a year, the world will reward you. No one can work hard for you, but once you start working hard, the whole world will make way for you. You are the only director, leading actor, and editor of your life. How you act and how you edit, the ending is all up to you. Action declaration, starting today, stop obeying fear and start controlling your life. Win in the morning and control the whole day. What you believe in is what you will become. The beginning of the counterattack of ordinary people is to establish a self-discipline system. Self-discipline is not asceticism, but loyalty to ideals. If you want to change your destiny, change your rhythm first. If you want to be a winner, don't live the way of a loser. Children without umbrellas should run more, people without backers should learn to hold on. Don't just dream of change, but be the one who makes the change happen. Your life should not be just, okay, but shining. You should start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not waiting for a good state. It is now. Turn off the escapist thinking and wake up the real you. You are not here to live, you are here to create miracles. Now, take action.